Hello folks, hope you're doing well. On the video, this is a new template that I did today of Fairy Village Woods. Yeah. Well, yeah. Because I was using the same one, so I figured I should probably try and do another one. I think every now and again I will do, and what I'm going to do in the end is keep the best ones. Really, I think that makes sense. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, going from the last one. Yes. About what we do, could do, and should do. Well, what we could do is of this world. What we should do is of Father. What we do is of us. Well, what I do is of me. So, yeah. If we think and do of could, most times, then we are more of this world. But if we think and do of should, then we are of the Father. Most people who believe in God do mainly could, and sometimes should, but most time could, or what they do, because they're of this world more than the Father. Yeah, and what I said in the last one, about anyway, it doesn't matter. But I was speaking about could. Well, what I could do was of the world, obviously. Violence. That's of the world. And sometimes, certainly, when I think of all of that, then that's still in me. Do I still have a degree of that? Yeah, I do. That there is still a bit of that there, simply because of the fact that at the moment that situation is not resolved. That situation is ongoing, and to be honest, again, but this is where the complication comes in. If I believe, which I do, that this has all been God's will, then I can't say that a dog's suffering over this time has been about them or the people that have the dogs. Yeah. But that's the point, really. When I look at the issue, then obviously, I hate everyone, basically, who, the people that have the dogs, and But when I look at the Father, then I know, what's the point in that? Because if God didn't want that to happen, it wouldn't happen. So, Well, as I say, these people are still answerable to God for their behaviour, because God, as I say, God is not going to try and make someone do something that's against their nature. He can only use the nature of the person. See, if that person has that nature, he might bring that person into a position where their nature will come out. But it's all them. They're not being forced to do anything. So that's why it's complicated, because that's why, to a certain degree, the people that are partly to blame still. And it ain't simple, is it, really? No. But as I say, in the end, we need to be aiming for that should all the time. So yeah. That's what you need. That's what we need to be. Yeah. But are we there yet? No. No, that's the point. We're not. It's like, when I talk about the stupidity of the church that triggers me, I talk about the fact of, that woman who was commenting on my videos for a while, she said about the fact that there are still some good churches in her area. Well, that's just utter stupidity. There can't be. There can't be. Because if you say that the church has been going downhill for a long time and there's been nothing about God, doing things for a long time, then okay, how could there be good churches? No chance at all. But this is how the church thinks, you see. They think because they meet and because the people can be good people, it means this is a good church. But come on, you go into households, you'll find good people. Good people that don't go to church. How can you qualify a church as a good church just because there's good people in it? And who says they're good people? God knows everyone fully. Just because what you see of a person seems good doesn't mean they are. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because this has allowed churches that were bad churches to keep going. Because people think they're good because, some of the people are good people. Yeah. That's not good enough. Not at all. Not good enough at all. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's not too difficult to do that, really, is it? If you say, okay, it's a good church because there's a few people that are good. The barrier is really, really low. Yeah. Yeah. It's too easy for every church really to be good then, really. Or to be looking at good. Yeah, I mean, well, to me, this is. I've said before, if we're going to move forward, we have to understand how we got into the mess we got into in the past. It's important. Well, again, is it important for God? I don't know. It's always been important for me to do that sort of stuff. But is it important to God? I have no idea. I honestly don't know. I've no idea at all. But for me, it's really important to look at things, to understand it, to make sure that you don't repeat the same crap and that sort of thing. But okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's not good enough, really. Not at all. Not good enough at all. Because if you look at the Bible and you say, the church then had people, doing the right things, praying for people and helping people, loving people and loving God, listening to God, that sort of thing. Now, with what we have compared to what they have, we should be miles ahead of them. The early church, we should be miles ahead of them. Are we? if you're looking at a level of good, I mean, even an okay church should be around about the level of that church. But the level of that church was given the gifts of the Spirit and was using them. Are the churches nowadays using it? Are they doing it now? No? But you're saying it's good. How on earth can you say it's good? Yeah, your level is way too low. Way too low. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It really is. Yeah, for you to think for a second that you can describe churches as being good. I mean, if this person had kept talking to me, I would have said, okay, why are you saying the churches are good? What's the reason? Yeah, I would ask her that, because obviously, I don't know the people. I don't know the churches. Not at all. But from my view and what I see and what I've heard from God, okay, put it this way. There are some still good churches now. A few, yeah. Well, maybe in the world, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 good churches still. Yeah, it's not a lot when you think about it. But it's more than nothing. It's more than nothing, which is good. Well, that's why I say, some churches are still thriving now, even in the situation where God is moving on to something else. They're still thriving, and God will still honour them because they are determined to do things according to His will and His way, and they've been doing that, and He's been blessing them as a result. Well, as I say, if a church isn't working, you've got to ask the questions. You've got to go to the Father, and you've got to ask the question. You've got to wait for an answer. But that's the point. In prayer meetings, people aren't taught to listen. They're taught to just bring a shopping list. So that's the problem. People have difficulty listening. Because they're not taught to listen, not taught the importance of listening to God or listen to people. So, or listen to videos. They don't listen. They look for something to attack on, and boom, they attack. Well, if you look at the comments from that woman, was there any good comments from her saying, "Oh, well done for that. Well done for this. You've done well." Nothing at all. Nothing like that. She mentions a few other things, but at no point she says you've done well. Do I want her to say that? No, not at all. No. Well, because who's going to be the one doing well? Really? It'll be Father, won't it? It won't be me. So therefore, why do I need anyone to say that I'm doing well? I don't need that. But when you look at what people say, you look at what's behind it, don't you? You can see quite clearly what's behind it. Yeah. But that's the point, really. I mean, as the last one says, if you look at what we do, is it from the world or is it from the Father? Yeah. The aim has to be, doing the things from Father, not from the world. That has to be the aim. If it's not the aim, then what the bloody hell are you doing? You're going to church, but that's not your aim. What? Then what the heck is the point? I understand, first of all, I do understand that most people in church don't know who they are. And if they knew who they were, then maybe their aim would be different. I think that is probably true. And we've got to give them some benefit of doubt with regards to that, yes. But even that, before I knew who I was, I still had that aim. It had to be a father. When I was talking about the possibility of having a ministry, it was always about being led and guided by Father. And whatever that meant, however that looked. It was always about that rather than trying to do things myself. Yeah, because people need to hear from the Father. That's the point, really. Yeah. We need to hear the truth, but also we need to hear from the Father because, yeah. Yeah. We need a relationship with the Father. So, obviously, we need to hear the Father. I've known that for 15, 20 years now. And I've known that that's where the church was lacking. That was one of the areas where the church was lacking. Not completely, but one of the areas, yeah. So, there you go. I'm going to leave it at that for now. But as I say, that we need to be of His nature. Because our nature, my nature now is a little bit of the world, a little bit of the Father. Yeah. Well, now it's more of the Father than the world, but I've got still the world stuff in my nature still. Obviously, yeah. Now, the aim is, the stuff from the world, sod off basically. I don't need that. I need more of His nature. Yeah, I need my nature to be changed even more. Yeah, it's been changed a lot, but enough? No. When I was doing this video, the template, I was asking God again, what's next? Yeah, because I've talked about this. Well, okay, what's next? Yeah, this is what's happening in my life right now. Okay, what's next? Yeah, because the point about what's next, that has to continue. The bar has to be raised higher. So at the moment, the church has got the bar raised so low. So low. It's basically on the floor. It's under the floor. Pretty much. Do you call yourself a church? Well, therefore you're a church. Have you got some nice people? Therefore you're a good church. What? Yeah, they say, do you sing some praise and worship? Okay, then you worship God. No. Raise the bloody bar. Do you sing with your heart? Is it heart worship? Okay, then that's good. If it's head, sort it out. It shouldn't be head. No, I've said to people, in worship, are there people who are on the floor, in tears on the floor? Yeah? Is that the case? And in most cases you'll hear, well, no. Okay, then it's not heart then, is it? Because you find that when people are in love and expressing love, then they cry, don't they? Yeah, it could be good crying or bad crying, doesn't matter, but they cry. So when you're worshipping, do people cry? No? Okay, then it's head, not heart. Yeah, do better. Yeah, and with the speaking, when people leave the church, are they saying, well, that was nice? Or are they saying, wow, where did you hear that? That's amazing. Wow, that's really challenging me. Raise the bar. Because if you raise the bar, at some point God's going to meet you. Even if God's going to do a new thing, he will bring you into that, but he will meet you if you raise the bar. The problem with most churches is that they've been so happy to just meet and call themselves a good church because, yeah, they have some good people. That's not of God. That's of this world. When the level is that low, nobody's going to change, are they? Yeah, our nature is supposed to change from the old man to this new creation. That's what the Bible says. Is that in evidence? No, but then raise the bar. This point of raising the bar is so important. And keep on asking what's next is so important. Because, yeah, I've gone to wherever I am now from wherever I was. Do I want to rest? No. And, you know, a month ago, God was saying to me, you need to rest. Now, I was saying, no, I want to go further. And God said, no, rest. And after a few days, I said, okay. Okay. Why? Because I don't want to bloody rest. Why would I want to rest? If there's any chance that I can go bum, 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 then I want to do that, don't I? Really, of course, yeah. Of course I want to do that. So there you go. Yeah. I'm going to leave you to it. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye. Yeah, you can't really see that, can you? There you go. I'll leave it there. You take care. God bless. Bye-bye.